Astra has slowly crawled her way back into the meta since her fateful nerf back in patch 4.04, and over time has only grown stronger by the players who can exploit her power. But how does one wield this omniscience? Welcome back to Esports Driven, and today we're going to show you everything you need to know to heighten your Astra gameplay to a cosmic level. We're going to break down all of her abilities and then show the various tech and applicable situations you may need them for. Let's get right into it. So Astra's lead function for a team is smokes, and this isn't news to most players. But what might be more surprising is the optimal way to be using them, especially with the precision and versatility that her astral form provides. If you're just doing the standard execute smokes, you're missing out on a lot of creative and deceptive maneuvers you can pull off. Firstly, default smokes. Most maps have a position you can smoke every round that will allow you or even your whole team to lurk up and take map control with. Two great examples are Boiler on Icebox and A-Halls on Breeze. The power from these come from their info denial, and therefore prevents defenders from stacking the sites. If you're a mid defender on Icebox and Boiler is smoked every round, you essentially can never know if there's attackers approaching Kitchen, Orange, or Pallet until it's too late. Of course, the key to keeping these great defaults is the 33% rule. You get 12 rounds of doing this default smoke. So to keep the defenders guessing, only utilize it around 4 times a half. So not enough where the defenders would start using utility to counter it, but enough times to get sustainant value from the utility you're expending. So when you do use the smoke, you're almost guaranteed to catch an enemy off guard and secure the advantage for the round. Switching over to defender side, Astra with her global utility acts as a pseudo-sentinel by helping her team defend the bomb site at a moment's notice. But if they come to hit your site hard, smoking the choke point usually isn't enough. That's where the importance of the gravity well comes in. Now, you'd think that stunning the enemies with the Nova Pulse would be better for easy kills, but it's the duration of the pulls that matter. On screen, you can clearly see the gravity well lasts 3 times as long as the concuss. This means enemies are going to be put at a disadvantage for much longer, and punishes anyone that runs through your smoke for what's essentially 4 seconds. From there, you can peek from your position and capitalize on the weakened opponents. This smoke and suck combination can be applied on both bomb sites, and works on any map. This is especially strong in a ranked environment where 5-man rushes are very common, and all you need to do is communicate to your team on when to activate the abilities. We wanted to clarify which of the 2 CC abilities should be used and when on the attacker side. You want to use Nova Pulse to take out snipers off long angles, for example B-Long on Bind. This concusses them if they choose to stand in it and will not allow them to scope in their weapon either. This also will slow their movement speed drastically and allow your team to push up while they're panicking to reposition. Now, you want to use the gravity well to debuff enemies behind standard defender positions, so one of 2 things have to happen. They respect the star and give up the position, or they stand in it, get stuck, and are applied vulnerable. The takeaway here is to use Nova Pulse to deny initial peaks from defenders and use the gravity well when you're actually executing the site hit. We want to now stress the importance of always having a star available for usage. If you say, place all 4 of your stars before the round starts and get stuck in a corner somewhere, you're now essentially dead because you don't have a smoke to reposition with. There's never a reason on either side to place all 4 stars. You want to remain versatile and be able to adapt on the fly as the round progresses. So if your Showers player asks for a smoke, you can always help them out, or if you're in a pickle during post-plant, you can deny the defuse by pulling them off the spike with your remaining star. Astra's #1 strength is her unmatched global presence, so keep the pressure on the enemy team at all times. A quick tip about her post-plant setups. If you're in a 1v1 situation and have at least 2 stars, you're going to want to set yourself up like so. Plant open and run back to a safe position off-site. Place 2 stars on the side of the spike, and upon the tap, first activate the gravity well and then Nova Pulse. Swing the diffuser right after the concussion blast. The suck keeps them from leaving the spike zone, and the concuss allows you to easily take them out. Now, if you have 3 stars, you can place 1 extra one on the spike and recall it after activating Nova Pulse. This will further disorient the opponent and allow you to swing even wider from your hiding spot. Finally, let's talk about her ultimate, Cosmic Divide. Oddly enough, one of the strongest abilities in the game often goes misused. Now, unless the ultimate is going to cut off multiple angles, for example dividing a site on Bind, you don't want to be using it as a smoke. The ideal scenario is you get the spike down and use the Cosmic Divide as a trap. Communicate to a teammate to stand just outside the edge of the wall and walk up until their screen starts turning purple. This is perfect as you've set up an uncounterable crossfire with only one angle the defenders can come in from. Standing at the edge of the divide will body block anyone trying to come in from the sides, and they can't shoot you either. Not to mention the ult lasts 20 seconds, which will stifle any retake for more than enough time. Swapping roles when you have Cosmic Divide as a defender, you're going to want to play retake. Communicate to your team to play passive for the round and to save most of their utility. Once the spike is down, smoke, suck, and stun to your heart's content. Now for the wall, you want to force the attackers to make the first mistake. So place the wall just outside the plant zone and ask your allies to body block both sides of the divide. Any enemy running through the wall will be welcomed with a lethal firing squad. We'll rapid fire some bonus tips for more situational encounters. To max out the stalling from your post-plant suck, wait 2.5 seconds after the initial tap. Right at 2.5 seconds, activate the pull. Any enemy, if they were even sticking it, will get yoinked off the spike just before they can get it to half, adding up to a minimum of 6.5 seconds stalled. Astra technically has a 5th ability, being able to recall stars and create a 1-second smoke out of them. This is great to bait an enemy into walking into your smoke from the outside, only for them to be promptly revealed a second later. And if you need to close a gap quickly, you can create a line of smokes by spam recalling them like so. In this example, I get all the way to the generator with my Bucky, ready to take out any enemy's backside with a gun that would have otherwise been useless. With all of this combined, you're ready to start dominating the ranked ladder with Valorant's favorite demiurge. And if you like guides like these, check out the rest of the esports driven catalog for even more strategy and lineup guides. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.